So I'm gonna get started. I just got back to Hong Kong actually last night. Took a few days off for Chinese New Year and went to Japan and just got back last night. Lots of things to do. We're gonna have a very big announcement very soon. There's going to be an event on March 13th in Hong Kong. I can't say what it is just yet. I'm going to wait another maybe week or so. But it is a next chapter of Tarmac Works. I would say that probably the biggest announcement of through this 9 year journey. As we're stepping into our 10th year in November, is our sort of biggest announcement since the start of Tarmac Works. Basically, we've been planning this for over 6 months, and finally we have something to show you, something to show the public, something to show to the media. So March 13th will be the date in Hong Kong. Is an invitational only, but there will be about 10 days after the 13th where the public can actually see this new product. So keep a lookout on our IG. We're gonna announce it very soon, and I can't wait to make that happen. But that has been something that I've been working on as well, of course, with the team. Just being very busy for that March 13th event, and then there are a few events also coming up that will be joining. April will be the Beijing Hobby Show. In May will be the Shizuoka Hobby Show in Japan. So those two we are also started working on it as well. So for the people in China, for the people in Japan, hope that we can see you, or even of course overseas visitors. That would be even better. So let's dive into it. To our February release. Let's go. That was the release was done a couple of days ago. Actually yesterday, on the 20th and the 21st. So the first one is the Pagani Imola in Rosso, Dubai. This is the metallic red color. This is a new tooling. So as you notice, especially in the back, you can see the splitters and everything. It's very different from the Huara BC. So this is the Imola. It does come with a chase car as well. Next up, we have another new tooling, which is the Opel Kadett GSI. This one is in green metallic. This is also a Global 64 lineup. Again, this was already released on Tuesday, a couple days ago, on in our web store as well as our resellers, of course. And so, if you haven't ordered them, you can go ahead and do so right now. Actually, the next one is also a new tooling. Is the McLaren MCL 36, the Australian Grand Prix 2022, driven by Daniel Ricciardo. That was his home race. He qualified in P7 and then eventually finished in P6. And as I talked about the Huara BC just now, here comes the Huara BC in yellow, Giallo Limone. So the name BC actually represents the initials of Benny Caiola. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. A person who has greatly inspired Mr. Pagani over the years. He made history as the first customer to buy a Pagani automobile. And that's why he named this Huara after. So this is where the BC came from. So this is the Huara BC in yellow and black. Next, we have a Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG Coupe Black Series in silver metallic. Once again, this is different from the web the members only model that we released before. As a different tone of the silver. This is the silver metallic for the SLS AMG Coupe Black Series. Next, we have another Mercedes-Benz, which is the 190E 2.516 Evo 2. This is the one that raced in the Macau Gear race in 1992, and this comes with a matching container. Next, we have an RWB backdate, the Pandora 1, with this blue and gold livery color scheme. Following that is another Hobby 64, which is the Renault 5 Turbo Monte Carlo Rally 1981 winner. This is of course, the iconic livery for this particular Renault 5 Turbo model. Super iconic. I wanted to do this car in particular because I'm a big collector of, well, not a big collector, but I collected a lot of Tomica cars when I was small, playing with them when I was small, and I collected them. And the Renault 5 Turbo was one of my favorite toolings of Tomica. Actually, I'm a big hot hatch fans, so the Renault 5 Turbo is definitely one of the most iconic hot hatches, especially in the 80s. And I had a few of this, and I can recall one of the livery of that Tomica is this Renault Sport yellow color. Next up, we have a Mercedes AMG GT3 Bathurst 12 Hours 2023. This was managed and ran by the Group M Racing. It did qualify in P1, broke the track record at the time as well, and it finished in P3. We were also lucky enough to have our Tarmac logo on the car as well. As you can see from the side, it's not a very big logo, but you can still see it from the sides there, and on the pit board, which we have a picture of in the packaging. So we were involved in this race. Very happy to have finished on the podium. Big thanks to Group M Racing for that, and all the drivers that were there. Next, we have a Ferrari 458 Italia GT3. This is the Blancpain Endurance Series 2012 Monza race. This is the Valentino Rossi Monster Energy livery. Very iconic for the 458 as well. Also with the number 46, the Rossi number, and color scheme as well. After that, we have a Scale 43 model, which is the Toyota Hi-Ace wide body in brown. This is again the wide body fitted on the Hi-Ace, which looks racier definitely, and they do have these in Japan. And actually, when I was in Japan, I saw one of them in white color. So they are quite popular in Japan, especially the Hi-Ace model. But the wide body do exist in there, and it's a great one. And this is again a 143 scale Hi-Ace wide body. Next up, we have a Schuco Porsche 911 RSR 3.8. This is the 24 Hour of Spa 1993 winner. After that, we have three special editions. The first one is a Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR KPGC10 in ivory white with a Nismo logo on the sides. This is the Japan Nismo Festival Special Edition. Next up, we have also a KBGC10 but in red, and that's the Malaysia Special Edition. And then last but not least, we have a SLS AMG Coupe Black Series in red This was the special edition for China. So that does it for the February releases, and let's go to the pre-orders. The first one is already happened, but of course you can still pre-order them with our resellers. But let us go through that quickly. The pre-order was done on February 8th, and the release dates are estimated for July 24. These all 6 of them are Global 64 series. So the first one, hugely excited for this one, is a brand new tooling, is the Koenigsegg CC 850 in silver, completely new tooling. The CC 850 is to celebrate 20 years of Koenigsegg vehicle production and the 50th birthday of the founder, Mr. Christian von Koenigsegg. So this is a very special model for him and for the company, and we're just really happy that we could get to work with them very closely on this particular model. And this was the launch color, which is the silver. Next up, we have also a new tooling. One of my favorites, the Mitsubishi Lancer GSR Evo 3 in black. This is the 3rd generation Lancer Evolution. It comes with the more aggressive bumpers, side skirts, the rear wing than the previous Evo 2. But as you've noticed, we're doing Evo 1, 2, and 3 all together. We are actually, the plan from the very beginning, since the first Evo that we've done was the Evo 10, I believe, the plan has always been to do all the 10 Evos, including the Lancer Turbo as well. So this is the 1, 2, 3. We've done the 6, the 5, 6.5, and the 10, the Evo Wagon. So we've done quite a few. But I do really hope that we get to finish that Evo journey in the next couple years. So this is the plan. Next up, we have a Vertex Nissan Silvia S15 in white metallic. And of course, this is a Global 64 white car, so that will be a collaboration with Lamley. The S15 has been a very popular model for us. A lot of fans love this the Silvia S15 model, and it's been one of our most popular model from last year. So this one is fitted with the Vertex Rich body kit with the iconic TE37 rims. Next up, we have a safety car. One that a lot of people have asked for, actually, is the Mercedes-Benz AMG GT Black Series. This replaced the 2021 AMG GT-R safety car, and it looks fantastic, especially with the red and black color. Next, we have 2 Formula 1s, which first one is the McLaren MCL 36. This is the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix 2022 version, driven by Lando Norris. Qualified in P7, is finished in P6, and with a very special livery. And some of the deco will be included, again, because they're the tobacco related companies. We cannot have them on the car, but they will come with the car so that you can put them on your own. Following that is the AMG F1 W13 E-Performance. This was driven by George Russell in the Belgian Grand Prix in 2022. This is a special livery celebrating 55th anniversary of AMG with the side pods. The numbers on the side pods are the retro looking numbers. So that does it for the Feb pre-order, the first one, which again was already announced on February 8th. So please do contact your local resellers to pre-order them. Of course, we will have them in our web store when they are released in July as well. So with that said, let's go into the February pre-order to be announced on the 22nd, which is today actually. So let's go right into it. The first one is a Road 64, the Honda Integra Type R DC5 Mugen in silver. Again, so this is with the Mugen body kit with the Mugen bumpers, rear wing, and also the very iconic Mugen MF10 wheels. We've released the white version before with the oil can, if you can recall. And this is the silver color that will just come with our regular Road 64, Hobby 64 packaging. After that is another JDM, is the Pandem Toyota GR Yaris in black. This is, I quite like this colorway actually. We don't usually do a lot of black color cars because the contour of the cars doesn't really show off, but for this particular car I think it does. It's also paired with these gold logos with the silver rims with the red bucket seats. I think it looks really cool. So this is again the Pandem Toyota GR Yaris in black. Following that is a Mercedes-AMG G63 camping version. This comes with the extra parts on the top, as you can see, the camping on the roof. It will come with a slightly larger box as well, because of the ride height and the extra part on the roof as well. Next up, we have another Road 64, which is the old and new 997. This is the gray metallic. Old and New is in case you don't know, is a company based out of Japan that makes these very retro looking kits for Porsche, and this is their 997 kit. And so as you can see, there is the Japanese license plate at the back as well. Following that, we have a Hobby 64 model. This is the Renault 5 Maxi Turbo. A bit different from the 5 Turbo, as the front bumper is completely different. This is the Tour de Course Rallye de France 1985 version. Next up, we also have a retro race car, which is the Toyota Super Turbo MA70. This is the ETCC 1987 version, the Bastos Toyota Team Supra. It will come with the stickers, the decal stickers. Like I said, again, is a tobacco company, so that's why the stickers will be included, that you can place on the car. But again, a very iconic look. And then last but not least is a 143 scale RWB 997. This is the Fuel Fest Tokyo 2023 version. This was designed by our own team. And we actually wrapped this car for this particular event in Japan. Fantastic looking car. Really big thanks to the RWB team, and of course the owner for letting us play with his actual 997. But I think it came out really, really great. We have released the 64 version before, and this is the 143 scale version. And that does it for the February 22nd pre-order. All of these are targeted for the July 2024 release. All right, next we have sneak peeks, and we have 2 of them today, both Global 64 models. The first one is the Mercedes-AMG F1 W14. This was the car that raced in 2023, of course. The W14 has the updated side pods, moving from the zero side pod concept to the conventional side pods like the other teams. And this is known as the W14B. Next, we also have an F1, which is the McLaren MCL 60. These are already in the first shots stage, so the next time we will see these, they will also already be in the decorated sample. So the MCL 60 is also the model that raced in 2023. All right, we've come to the last part of our IG Live, and as we've been doing it for quite some time, is the giveaway. So I'm just going to say what the giveaways are. We have 4 cars for you today, which are both special editions. The first one is on the left is the SLS AMG Coupe Black Series in red. That was the China special edition. And then we have the KBGC 10 in red as well. We have 2 of each. The KBGC 10 was a Malaysia special edition. If you've joined us for the first part of the IG Live, you probably know the answer. Again, send us the answer right after this IG Live ends. Very simple question. What is the name of today's special guest? I need the full name, not the first name. So first name and last name. Please don't send it on the comments. Again, you're going to give the answer away. Send it to us via a direct message on the Tarmac Works inbox, the IG inbox. Send in the name, and then we'll pick out the first 4 winners to get one of these special edition models, and we'll send them to you free of charge. It's a completely so. Any questions? Let's see. Where is the yellow RWB 997? It was already pre-ordered. Here it is. So thanks for the team. Yeah, but you get to see the packaging a bit as well. That's the 997 in yellow. That is to be released in 2024. Once again, don't post the answer on the comments, and yet we still have a lot of people posting the answer on the comments, and you're just giving the answer away. But I'm just gonna scroll through to see if any sort of questions that we have. Doesn't seem to be. But thanks so much for joining this particular live. We're gonna come to you again live in the next month for the March 13th event. I hope to do something live there as well. Not only going through the products, but some hopefully some interactive things with our guest Hannah, and hopefully with 1 or 2 more special guests as well in March. So for those of you in Hong Kong, please keep a lookout on it. For those overseas, we'll probably do something online as well to walk you through what that new product is, and do a big announcement through there. But thank you again for joining today. Hope you're having a nice week, and have a nice weekend as well. And we'll see you in March. Thanks so much.